Hi guys, feast your eyes. We have a fishbowl and it is filled right to the brim, right to the top, to the verge, to the edge, just before it fills over, just before it spills. Yes, we have two fish swimming around, happily having fun, and they really like where they are. They're feeling good. Now, it's filled right to the top. We are asked to find the volume of this fishbowl. Now, finding a volume of a fishbowl is kind of easy when you know it's a half of a sphere because it's a bowl. When you chop it in half, it's called a hemisphere. So we're going to get the answer for the volume of this hemisphere in the units of centimeters. So it's going to be in centimeters cubed to the power of 3. And we want the answer to 2 decimal places. So we're going to take it in 3 steps. Step number 1, what are we going to do? We're going to write up the formula. We're going to halve that formula because we want a hemisphere, not a full sphere. Second step is work out the radius because they've given us the diameter from one end to the other. Yeah, we're going to chop that in half to get the radius because that's what we need for the formula. And finally, we're going to take that value, put it into the formula and come up and calculate the final answer, which is the total volume and capacity inside this fishbowl right over here, including the happy fish. Okay, so let's start. First things first, let's focus on the formula. I'm going to write it up right now. Volume of a total sphere is okay, that's a total sphere all the way to the top. We're going to chop that in half. It's called not a half sphere, but a hemisphere, right? So let's write up the formula for a hemisphere. So I'm going to write it up over here and put the half in the front. Okay, there's our formula there for a hemisphere. Now all we need to do, step number 2, is to work out that radius. We need to halve this right in the middle and find out the radius. So there's the whole diameter from edge to edge. Let's go right to the middle, from the middle to the edge, and that's the radius, as you know already. What we have for the diameter is 33, so we're going to halve that. So let's do this down over here. So radius r equals half times diameter, which is 33, and that's going to be 1/2 times 33. What's that going to equal? Half of 33 is 16.5. All right, that's going to be 16.5, and that's going to go right over there. So let me just make a trail right there. Going to put it right there, and remember we're going to r cube it. It's going to be cubed. So let's plunk in the values now on this and start to work out what the total capacity and volume is, that space inside that fishbowl. That little circle with a thing is a half of a sphere, which is hemisphere. Now let's put that r cubed. And to the power of 3, 16.5 to the power of 3, that's radius. Let's plunk all these values into the calculator. Remember, we're looking for 1 decimal place, centimeters cubed, so let's multiply that out. In the calculator, 0.5 or a half times 4/3 times pi times 16.5 to the power of 3 or cubed on your calculator, then press equals. And that's going to give you the volume, the whole capacity of this beautiful fishbowl, the hemisphere,